everyone, this is Reggie, aka Stickman #1, coming to you from the Highland Cigar Company in downtown Atlanta. Kind of like what, Virginia Highlands, I think we're in that?
Yeah, Emmett Park, Virginia Highlands.
In between, okay. Yeah. So hey, thanks for joining PuffChat Podcast. All right, I have somebody here that's a special guest as always. They'll do special guests and really kind of just kick back and chop it up over a little whiskey and a good stick. So my guest today is Cigar Mike, as we call him. What's up, Cigar Mike?
What's going on, brother?
Thank you for joining us here today, man.
Thank you for having me, man. I appreciate this.
All right. So last week, for those who were paying attention on Instagram and everything, last week was a crazy week. I probably didn't get it in nearly enough. I wanted to do more, but conflicts arose, so I couldn't do it the way I wanted to. But last week was the Atlanta Cigar Experience. Am I saying that right? Was it
yes,
that?
the ACE.
The ACE, Atlanta Cigar Experience.
Yeah.
And you were the mayor. I don't know if that's what they call you officially, but that was you were the mayor of Atlanta last week. I don't know if you realize that.
I was more like the court jester. I was more like the court jester of Atlanta.
Yeah, as witnessed by your shirts that says Cigar Mike still ain't shit.
Exactly.
So that was cool, man. I wish I could have made it to more events. I only got to make it to a couple of them, but the ones I did do, and even kind of the side events where people just randomly hooked up at the cigar lounges around town.
Right.
It was beautiful, man.
Well, you look like you had a good time.
Oh, I had a great time.
Yes,
I wish I could have had even more time, better time, but
that's
I had
all right.
a great time.
There's always next year.
There's always next year. I want to be a bigger part of it next year. So
that's cool.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it.
I told you before when we were in here talking, I said, come out, do whatever you want to do. Mm-hmm. I'm fine with that. I wish you would have sold T-shirts.
Well, it's funny you say that.
You could have made a lot of money. You sold a few.
We sold a few of Robustos.
Okay.
But we should have sold a whole lot more. I wasn't prepared.
Thursday night.
Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday night.
Okay, we'll talk about that.
Yeah,
that was my night.
Wednesday and Thursday were like Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday were like the biggest nights that
and what made those so kind of special?
Because they were just kind of. I mean, I don't do pretentious.
Okay, neither do I, by the way.
Right. So I just want a fun environment, and when I invite my vendors to come, I invite them because, you know, you're a part of this culture, and I know how you're going to carry it. So don't just come here and spend money when you have an opportunity to make some of the money back. Because as a business, as a brand, you know, we still have a fiduciary responsibility to ourselves.
Yes, we do.
But a lot of times we get so caught up in the love of, man, I love cigars, and there's something that you want to be at anyway. You're just like, man, I'm just gonna go. And I'm like, bring some shirts, sell some shirts, make some money. Like,
we do have to eat.
You gotta eat.
You gotta eat a little bit.
Yeah, and we drink a lot.
And we eat a little and drink a lot.
Right. It's a hefty tab involved here. You know?
So now, is the Atlanta Cigar Experience, is that your baby? Is that your brainchild? Is that something that you came up with, or just the Atlanta cigar community in general came up with? Tell me the genesis of that.
Well, for many years I've been like, I wanted to do a cigar event, a festival or something. And then in all actuality, Henry from Atlanta Cigar Week, he came to me and he said he wanted to do this event. And when he said it, it just went, whoop. It was all laid out of my mind. I knew what I wanted to do anyway. I was like, all right, cool.
And how long ago was that?
That was 2016.
Okay. So this is what, the fourth year of the event?
Right. So we did 1 year together, and I guess you could chop it up to creative differences. Okay. But after that first year, they wanted to go off in a different direction. Okay. And that's fine. And, you know, and I went off and I did my own thing. And I created, at that time, it was Cigar Experience Atlanta.
Okay.
And that's what it was for the last 2 years, and I decided to rebrand it this year into the ACE, Atlanta Cigar Experience.
I love that.
You know, because it's first things first. You come into Atlanta, you go get the cigars, you get the experience. So that's why I switched it up and called it the ACE.
From all over the country. I was impressed, man. I met so many beautiful people from all over the country that love cigars.
Those people were really bored. I don't know what it came from. It came out of nowhere.
And you know what? And during these times of COVID, when we're all supposed to be social distancing still, I didn't expect it to be. I knew it was going to be Atlanta folks getting out, but I didn't expect so many people to travel. That's kudos to you, obviously. That's a lot of respect for Cigar Mike. Even though they say you still ain't shit, That's still, that's still respect.
See that? So the Cigar Mike ain't shit is usually what you're saying on the plane on the way home. You usually just Cigar Mike ain't shit. Just, oh man.
Who is that dude?
I'm so tired. My soul need rest. You know, that's usually what you're saying on the way home. So that's kind of where that came from.
Yeah, okay. And you had it laid out all week. I was checking out the lineup. For those who don't know, Mike published a flyer right before the event, and it was like a week-long kind of journey of some of the top cigar lounges in Atlanta, where we could just kind of kick back and chill. Was that easy to put together? Or?
They're all friends of mine. I mean, It was cool. Like, I called BT and Biggs over at the city. Said, hey man, you guys, want to do something on a Monday night? And they were like, okay, cool. And they were doing their Motivation Monday podcast over there with Dre and Philip, Trey, Ron, all those guys. Big shouts out to them. And they said, hey man, we want to be on here, but we want you on, but we want to talk about your week. Like I wanted to be on to talk about, I wanted to hear what they were talking about.
That's right.
Because there's some interesting guys, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And they were like, nah, we want to talk, so they interviewed me, and then they were so gracious. They did like little mini segments with all of my vendors.
Wow.
With everybody, the t-shirt vendors, the cigar vendors, like everybody who came in and was a part of it. They did like a little mini segment with them too. So it's just, everybody has just been very gracious.
It was probably hard to decide which cigar lounges to do it at. There's so many.
I was trying to do everybody.
I tell friends in Atlanta that doesn't live in Atlanta that this is ground zero. If you think the cigar movement is real across the country and across the world, it is. But right here it's special. I don't know what it is, but Atlanta seems to be kind of like ground zero. That's the way to describe it, I think.
We just move a different way.
Yeah.
When people come here, it takes them a little while because they're like, when I'm here it's this and I'm here and this. I'm like, but it's the A. We got whatever feel you want, we have.
Okay.
You want to be buttoned up and hard bottom, we got that.
We got that.
You want to be in gym shoes, gym shorts, somewhere to go after your golf game, we got that, and we got everything in between. So it's, it's like Tuesday night was over at Life and Times. I mean, we had the building, we had the parking spaces blocked off, we had LSF, Sis came through, Christine, and dropped the trailer out she got patios on the trailer and all type of stuff. But it was just a different vibe than Monday.
Okay.
We had DJ Monday, we had a DJ Tuesday, and it was like, the vendors were out there, the taco man was out there. We ran the taco man out.
Wait, you ran him out?
We ran him out, man.
Ran him out and meaning you bought all his food?
Everything. But everything.
So he wasn't even expecting the love that he was going to get.
The event started at 6, but man, we're taking it down at 8:30.
Because he didn't have no more.
They bought everything.
Damn.
Bought everything from him.
That's Atlanta showing up and showing out right
man,
there.
they bought everything from him.
Oh, wow.
And I mean, we had an amazing time. My boy Kenyatta DJ that night, as well as
I saw the video.
DJ Mad Dog.
Life and Times.
Yeah.
But I think you got on the microphone. Was that the night you got on the mic? You got everybody a little hyped up a little bit?
I did that once or twice. Can't exactly say when.
Got everybody hyped up, man. You had everybody doing the bouncing and everything. I loved it, man. So you must have a little DJ in your background yourself.
No, I was at MC for a long time.
Okay.
I MC'd all kinds of
I could hear that.
contests and different stuff, and
So it's natural for you to get on the mic then and do that.
Oh yeah, it's fun.
Okay.
It's fun. I like to, the MC, like Rakim said, means move the crowd.
That's true.
So when you can, in a respectful sense, when you can say, give commands, and the crowd do this, or they do this, or they put their hands up, but everybody's having a good time, and I can take a room from everybody just sitting here like, yeah, this is cool to. It's out of control.
Let's just get with it, yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, a big misconception is that we're a bunch of old cats just sitting around smoking. Like, we're not the the 45 to 55-year-olds that came before us. Mm-hmm. Like, they was old.
I don't know about you, but I feel like I'm in my 30s.
Man, I mean, we get it in how we get it in.
That's right. People don't understand.
I mean, I had people that came in town from Monday to Monday and was at every party every night. You know what I'm saying? And we do a pop-up, we got a couple hour break, we do a party, leave there, go to an after party, and the next morning people call Cigar Mike, where we at?
They what we doing today? They're not even sleeping in.
Right.
They're getting up ready to go to the next.
Because we have the same energy level. We just don't want to go to the places where the kids are.
No.
We want to use our energy in something that we
at
like.
A different speed. We move at a different speed from the kids. No
yeah, they. I mean, the kids don't have the energy we have. Because they done did it all about 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. They dragging. We lighting this. Yeah, what's next? You gonna go to something to eat? They got another spot. Let's go.
Well, we move at a nice, slow and steady pace.
Because we learn.
They go hard for about 2-3 hours and then they're done.
They're done.
So, which night of all them? I know every night was spectacular, but unfortunately, like I said, I couldn't make them all. But which night was kind of like the night last week that you said that even for Cigar Mike, I'm like, shit. I look back at that night, that was the one.
Well, like you said, every night was special in its own way. Every night was incredible. But I'm gonna tell you something. Sunday night at King's.
Damn it, I missed that one. That's the one I knew that might be off the chain because it's the final night.
And listen,
so
it started raining.
Uh-huh.
They pulled out umbrella. Okay.
Umbrella in one hand, stick in the other hand, and keep it moving.
And we just did what we did. Didn't stop.
Put your stick down just to take another sip and keep it moving.
And fortunately, we were blessed. The rain passed. Mm-hmm. So I mean, I had a ball.
Wow.
Then I was on the mic more that night than any other night.
Okay.
And thanks, Sis Cha-Cha, she's another MC and party host. She was out there celebrating with me, and she grabbed the mic, and then I grabbed the mic, and that was actually our first. We've known each other for years, but that was our first time working together.
Were y'all doing some freestyling or what?
I mean, we just, whatever comes up, comes out, just keeping the crowd engaged, and, But it was great working with Cha-Cha for the first time. We're definitely going to do it again. We're going to do some more stuff, hopefully in the near future. Saturday night was amazing too. Shouts out to Lipsticks and Fingertips. She's one of my sponsors for that. Dave, Cigar Life guy. Somebody,
good guy right there.
Dave's my guy. Yeah. Somebody that came in at the last minute just because we wanted to shut it down was Preston, my man. He owns Taylor Smoke in Charlotte in the Epicenter and up in Concord. So we brought down DJ Strategy from Charlotte just to do that event.
Wow.
And it was ham. It was ape shit.
Was
we had a good time.
Was that like the most crowded night too? Did everybody kind of, hey, this is a crescendo, so we all need to be there?
Nah, man. It was just like
it's nice, still chill.
Every night we were still playing it. 6 out of 7 nights we were at 200 plus.
Okay.
Yeah. The only night that we weren't was I designed a small event for like 60 people, and we had like 47 out of the 60.
Okay.
And that was it, because I wanted to do something. I just wanted to throw something a little different in there for people who wanted to kind of come down a little bit, chill out for a time, and then Saturday we went right back to it. Like we started at 5 o'clock on Saturday. We took it from 5 o'clock out. Yeah, and then we started.
In reality, we started earlier at Havana Cigars.
Well, we had a little.
We had the pregame
little pregame pop up there, and then and Sunday actually started at 4 o'clock. So we rolled it out on Sunday.
And that was a good day too. You got the NFL going on. People probably had the games going on.
Not a good day if you're a Falcons fan, but it was and I am.
The last 3 weeks haven't been good to be a Falcons fan.
Right. So again, lower your expectations.
Man, so what can people look forward to next year at Ace? Is it going to be bigger and better? I mean, I'm going to knock on wood, find some wood around here to knock and say we're going to be a post-COVID society, hopefully.
Right.
And then what happens next? I mean, if we post-COVID, we should just be able to go crazy, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, a lot of things I didn't do we were gonna do some stuff involving. We're gonna do some stuff with Porsche, some stuff with fast cars. We're gonna do. We also had a golf tournament planned. We had a few big things that we were gonna do, and this really, I kind of finalized everything. Really, to be honest with y'all, about 10 days before. You know, and that's why the itinerary didn't come out.
When you stay ready, you don't have to get ready.
It's like I knew people were coming, and they just needed to know what to do.
Okay. Where to go, where to be, right?
Right, and the people who are here just want to know where to be, you know, and it was, you know, dealing with, you know, restrictions and you know, how many people I can have and where I can do this. I was having to change venues. Matter of fact, the last venue change was actually on Thursday, about 3 hours before the event, because it rained on Thursday.
I remember that.
And that was supposed to be an outdoor event, and we had vendors and tents and all that. Shouts out to the owner and staff over at Parlor, because we were going to do it over there at Parlor. And it was like, well, what are we going to do? I was able to call my buddies over at Cigar City Club. They said, man, come on, bring it over here. Put out the notification, and we had a great event.
Sitting here chopping it up with my man Cigar Mike. We just finished talking about the Atlanta Cigar Experience. Crazy week last week, but people keep asking me, and I'll be honest. Let me back up for a second. When I first started StickMan, I'm gonna tell people a little story. When I first started StickMan, this is back in January of 2020, so we're brand new outfit. I started going around hitting up a lot of cigar lounges in Atlanta, doing just what we're doing right now, doing a little puff sip chat. And almost every person I talked to said, have you talked to Cigar Mike yet? I go to the next lounge, have you talked to Cigar Mike yet? I'm like, goddamn, I guess I better talk to Cigar Mike. And then I was out at Leaf Life Lounge in Elwood having a thing with Kelvin, and then we finally got a chance to meet. And been chopping it up here and there ever since. So appreciate you spending the time with us.
Oh man.
But I want to know, and I'm sure people out there that maybe not familiar with you want to know, who is this guy that they say ain't shit? Because I think you are some shit. You welcomed me. You put on a fantastic event last week, and I guess we want to know, who is Cigar Mike?
Well, hey, I'm from here.
Okay, so you're an Atlanta guy?
Yes, sir. Decatur, Georgia, Cannon Road, and Glenwood. So,
okay,
yes, sir.
All right. So this is home for you then?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is definitely home. I started selling cigars about 25 years ago. I was actually a restroom attendant, the guy with the hanging the towel and you know, sell the mints and the Black and Milds. Okay. And the guy that initially got me into it. That's what you call starting low and work your way up, man. Hey, you know.
Doing what you got to do, grinding it out.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's you know, feed my family, you know. And so the guy who got me into it, he said, yo, if you sell cigars, like at that time, you could buy like Mac Noodles and Partic and stuff like that. They were like $6 or $7, but you could sell them for $20 a piece. Well, that's all the math I needed. So I just go in cigar shops and basically be like, what do people smoke? They smoke this, all right, well, give me 5 of them, give me 5 of them, give me 5 of them, pay for them, leave. You know, after a point, I actually started smoking cigars. And then I said, okay, well, I'm only gonna keep the stuff that I smoke. That way, if I don't sell it, I can smoke it.
That's true.
I got something to smoke. And I was doing something that I guess was odd, because I walk into cigar stores, they're on different sides of town, because it depends on where my account was. So if I got to be over here, I go to a cigar shop over here, this one. And I was buying 15, 20 cigars at a time, you know, 3-4 days out of the week, which I didn't know at the time was an oddity, because to me, I'm servicing the trap. This is what I do. And I never hung out in cigar lounge, cigar brick and mortars. There were no lounges at the time. So I never hung out in them, because, you know, when I go to Walmart to pick up my mints and my Black and Mild, I don't hang out there. So I was just You know, and my buddy, he's still a great friend of mine, almost like a brother to me, Al Govan, we call him Big Papi, down in Florida. I would see him just in passing, speak, you know, and he said, hey man, see, you know, they put couches in here for a reason. And I said, huh? He said, sit your ass down. And I was like, all right, cool. So I was sitting and talking to him, and I knew a couple of the proprietors, and then I was meeting more people. And in doing that, they introduced me to a lot of the reps. And, you know, the reps would talk to me, and they give me a lot of cigars. And I'm like, hey, man, listen, now, I'm going to sell most of this shit. So if you want to take it back and just leave me with like 2, I'm cool with that. Mm-hmm. You know, and I talked to them about it. But eventually, you know, people started asking me questions about cigars and the business. And, you know, I started helping out shop owners, and I started helping out, you know, reps, different things like that. And I'm like, wait a minute. Now I'm a hustler, so I'm like, there'll be some money in there somewhere now. So I Googled the term tobacco consultant, and nothing came up. So I said, well, I'll do that. So I started my tobacco consulting business.
Nice.
And I've been throwing events since I was a kid. You know, I started.
So that was second nature to you.
Yeah, I started working in nightclubs when I was 17. Like, I was fully involved in working in nightclubs when I was still in high school. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, that was second nature. So I was like, man, it sure would be fun to do cigar, scotch, and chocolate. Like
cigar, scotch, and
chocolate.
Chocolate.
And I was like, I want to do that event.
Okay.
So the event consisted of 3 different cigars. No, I'm sorry, 1 cigar, 3 chocolates, 3 different scotches. I paired them all together, and I sold tickets for like $45, and I had like 42, 43 people. I was like, whoa.
After cigar, scotch, and chocolate, it just kind of took off from there? Or?
Well, no, I mean, it was just kind of, it was a fun thing for me to do. Mm-hmm. And in Atlanta, I don't know if everybody really knows about strip club culture in Atlanta, but, you know, especially back in the day, strip clubs for us is like, I would go in during the day, I eat the $7 steak with the potato, and, you know, have a couple of beers.
Food is good at the strip club.
Oh, man, yeah.
Come on, man.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
And so they changed management, and a guy, because I was sitting there because I could smoke cigars and nobody would bother me, mm-hmm. you know. And they changed management, and God rest his soul, Patrick Dogbro became the day shift manager. But I knew him from when I worked, I did the bathrooms and I did some promotions at the Gold Club. So he walks in and he goes, hey, what the hell are you doing here? I said, what are you doing here? He said, well, I'm the manager. I said, well, I'm leaving. So, you know. So I'd see him 2 or 3 times a week, and he says, hey, man, you smoke cigars. I know you know how to promote. Why don't you do an event here? I said, okay, yeah. He said, no, I'm serious. I said, okay, cool. My birthday was coming up. I wasn't thinking about that, you know. And right after my birthday, which is at the end of May, he sees me up there and he calls me in his office. He said, man, what the hell are we going to do? I said, we're going to do an event. I said, what are we going to call it? I said, Smoker's Retreat. He was like, all right, what do you need?
Smoker's Retreat.
Yeah. Right. I said, I need this, and this. He said, all right, well, you ain't getting this and you ain't getting this. I said, cool. At that event, the first event was June 29th, 2009. I had 42 people, and I knew each and every one of them. And it's basically because of my travel, just always being around at different cigar shops, me saying, hey, listen, I'm doing this event the last Friday of the month. It's from like 4 to 8 at the strip club. No cover charge, man, just come down and hang out.
Yeah.
All right. So I got $5 dances till 6. All right. So just a bunch of my cigar buddies came out. We hung out. We had a great time. You know, I made a couple of bucks, and it just started growing from there. And then, like, the first time I made like $700 or $800, I was like, whoa. This is real.
I actually can make a couple dollars.
I gotta take this seriously. In a minute. So a story within that story is my friend Bobby. She was working with Patron Tequila at the time, and they sponsored the event. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna make you guys a cigar. So I had the guys at PD Cigars. They rolled cigars for me at the event.
Wow.
So I had them infuse the cigars with a little tequila. And
I like the story already. I love this.
Yeah. So it was called the Tequila Especially, which that's why my cigar now is called Cigar Mike's Brand Especially. It's just a spin from that. But a few people had it and they were like, you should sell this cigar. And I'm like, yeah, you're drunk and the cigar was free. So, yeah.
You're like, you can't be serious. You don't really want me to sell a cigar.
And a buddy of mine, Dave Stewart, was working over at Ash Cigars, and he had one, and he was like, Mike, if you'll sell these cigars, like, we'll do an event here. And that was like my home store. I was in there almost every day. And he said, I'll write you a check right now for a deposit for 8 boxes. Okay, so I got on the phone with the manufacturers and said, okay, this is what I need. All right, cool. So we did the event, and we just brought in some tequila, we had some nachos, and I promoted it. That was November 9th, 2009, and we blew the doors off the place. We sold just about every single stick that night. And it was
kind of off and running from there.
It was off and running, but it was something that was heavy manufactured here, so it was cost heavy. It was time prohibitive. You know, I sold about 1,000 sticks that month, but it wasn't sustainable. So I kind of laid the project down. But the Smokers Retreat went on for 10 years. We did 10 years with that.
Okay, you're no longer doing the Smokers Retreat?
No, that's over. I mean, 10 years was good, and after that, I just didn't know what I was looking forward to.
Okay.
11 years, 20 years, and I was like, so I just kind of let the project go. Onyx had closed down, so I was like,
So is that when you kind of pivoted and said, you know what, I am going to focus on building my cigar brand at that point? Or?
Well, I had already had the cigar brand, but people didn't know it because I was actually giving the cigar away free periodically at that event. So people didn't know what it was. So I wanted to see people's reaction to it. And people were enjoying the cigar. And then I was like, well, that's my cigar. And they were like, what do you mean your cigar? Like, well, it's my brand. I just didn't put a band on it. And when I said that, I said it a little too early. That's why my band is pretty basic, because then people start saying, well, we want it. When you're going to ship it, when it is. So my manufacturer, Ben Rosario from Don Kiki Cigars, manufactured it. We were on the phone, and he was like, look, let's do something basic. Let's get the bands done. Let's get it, people wanting to order it. So that's kind of how that occurred.
Wow. So you really, that became the kind of took off, and well, let me back up. You were already kind of an influencer, right? Now today's with the social media, we got this influence, but I see you as a major influencer. Not only you got your cigar brand, you started off promoting events, your own events, Moving Cigar Brand, but now I see you as a cigar brand, but also a major influencer in the culture, really. Is that safe? Would you describe yourself that way, or would you do?
I would.
How would you describe yourself?
I'm a guy who loves what I do.
Okay.
I get to share information. I get to help people with their journey, whether it be just as a consumer or help people build brands, help people build out brick and mortars. So if I ever decide to do a cigar lounge one day, I need to talk to you then. Like, we'll take you from pre-construction to grand opening.
Oh, see. Call this man. Anybody thinking about doing it? Sounds like a consulting business right there.
It is. I still have the consulting business.
Okay.
Still do that. Okay. Still do that. Actually, we get ready to go and do 2,200 square foot basement in a house. The gentleman wants to turn it into his own cigar lounge.
Wow. And I'm imagining that's going to be tricky, right? Because he probably doesn't want that cigar smoke to filter up to the main living area.
Right, but I mean, we we have all the contractors. We do all of that stuff. His basement will be like any other cigar lounge when we get done with it. And then we have another project on the table now. Well, the COVID kind of put it back, but building out a cigar lounge in St. Thomas in the Virgin Islands.
Okay.
So, and that one, I thought they just wanted my help, like, okay, bringing in cigars and doing this. And they were like, oh yeah, you got to meet with the architects. And I was like, for what? You just put the cigars on the wall. And they were like, no, dummy, like this is your project.
This is your thing, yeah.
So I have full autonomy, so I'm designing it from front to back and everything that goes in it. So,
wow.
So I'm super excited about that.
Part architect, consultant?
No, I just talked to the architect.
You talk to the architect.
You
make sure the architect knows what the hell they're doing.
Can you slide that over here? So slide that to the left. And this one over here. Yeah, I do that. I don't, I just give them a visual.
Okay.
And they make it happen from there.
So there's so much more to Cigar Mike than I even realized.
A little bit.
That's impressive, man. You're doing your thing.
Just a little bit.
Really impressive.
Just try to stay working, man. It's hard out here,
It's real hard. It's real hard. Well, I hope we get to collaborate a lot in the future.
Definitely, man.
We plan on sticking around.
Definitely, man.
No pun intended. We don't want to go anywhere.
Puff,
chat, repeat.
We're going
That's
to Vegas.
That's what this lifestyle is all about.
We're going to Vegas. We're going to Tampa. Come on, man.
I will be there.
Hang with your boy,
I'm going to be offended if you don't invite me.
Well, you got a blanket invitation, so that way I can't offend you.
Okay, there you go. Blanket invitation. StickMan will be in the house. Appreciate it, man. So as we wrap up here, I'm going to cut right there, and I'm going to come back and say that again. Hold on a second.
Cool.
Okay, cool. We're in good shape. All right.
Right.
3, 2. So as we wrap up here, going back to the Atlanta cigar experience, you let it be known earlier to me when we were kind of talking off camera that you weren't alone in this.
No.
You did this kind of, with a lot of help. You pulled it together. You might have been the orchestrator, the choir director, whatever you want to call it,
right.
Pulling all the strings and letting everybody know what's going on. But you had some help. You want to kind of give a little shout out to some of those folks? I
had a lot of help. We're starting with all the venues in Atlanta. I mean, with especially like Kenyatta, Lil Bruh, all the guys over at Paradise Island Cigars, MJ and Castle over at Life and Times. That whole team over there, they're always behind me in whatever I do, and they're like, look, bro, you want to do something, like, we with you, we're gonna show up, we're gonna be there. We have that. Of course, Cliff, Harold, the whole Highland Cigars team, always with me. Brian, Laquan, all the guys over at the City. Julius, Alonzo over at Cigar City Club. Who else? CJ, Akbar, the whole team over at Fellowship. Anthony over at King's.
Wow.
Prince at Prince Lounge. Those are just the various lounges that I was able to access, and basically like calling a friend saying, hey brother, this is what I want to do in your spot, and being able to execute. That. I had brand ambassadors. I had Brandy from Brandy Wheat, her cigar closet, out of Chicago. Will Watts, Stogie the Goddamn Bear, out of Chicago.
Stogie the Goddamn Bear.
Stogie the Goddamn Bear. We all know.
Yes, sir.
I also had Dion, the founder of the Cigar Cruise, all over. They have like 14 or 15 cigar crews. Naima from Skinship Cigars. The wonderful Drita, Elegant Plume, out of Charlotte. Then we had Cigar Life guy Dave, been behind me the whole day.
Good guy again.
Christine from Lipsticks and Fingertips. She's in there with my buddy Preston from Taylor Smoke, up in Charlotte and in Concord. Tyson, Ty Boogie, Ty's been there for me, but like I said, none of this could happen. It's a collaborative effort. It's a whole lot of, nuts and bolts that go into it, and I was able to pull them together, but not without the support of people who believed in me and believed in the project. You know what I'm saying? They know that I put together events for cigar smokers to come and smoke. I just want us to be able to do what we do. GTG, the Good Time Gang, of course, from all over. They've been down with me from day one. I mean, those cats booked rooms. They booked rooms months ago from Monday to Monday. They like, we there, Kevin Watkins out of Houston, Black Cigar Aficionados, he came through. Cigar Royalty, Cigar Porn, my man Don.
Yes.
Of course, James Lee, they were there. They had my back all night. Bella Cigar Picks came down from Nashville, to do her thing. Blue Smoke was here, and they had my back. Like, dude, it's a crazy ride.
Man. Nobody does anything in life, in my opinion, or has any type of success in life without a little help.
Oh yeah, and my vendors.
A lot of help. It doesn't matter, but you gotta have some help.
My vendors jumped on, and they was like, Mike, whatever you need. Eric from Black Star Line Cigars out of Chicago, Ron, RTB Cigars,
yes.
Spade Cigars out of Houston. They were, of course, involved in Atlanta Cigar Week, and then turned around and flew back to Atlanta to rock with me. Ron Ford supported me a lot too. The Bay Royal Cigar Network out of San Francisco area. Cigar Rockstar he was a part of it. Atlanta Cigar Week. Flew out Tuesday, partied Tuesday, went back to the airport. We had an amazing time. So shouts out to Cigar Rockstar. It's so many people. Like, I don't want to forget anybody, because everybody, everybody's been amazing. AJ Adam from Alordum Cigars thought he was sneaking up on me, but I snuck up on him. You know what I'm saying? AJ's always been a big supporter. Even Frankie Tubbs out of Chicago.
For all these people that he's mentioning, I expect to see you on the PuffChat Podcast.
Oh yeah,
we gotta have you on the PuffChat Podcast. This is just the beginning. We just getting started. We've been started, but we just getting started. We want to have you on.
Oh, I can't forget, because he'll kill me. Eric Espinoza. Eric, love you, bruh. Appreciate everything you did. Eddie Terrazona Cigars, AG Cigars. My man Johnny and Ron, stepped in, with their product. Like I said, man, people showed me an unbelievable amount of support. Every night, I was just looking around like, damn.
I was impressed.
There's a lot of people here.
I was impressed. I was like, this is some real shit.
Yeah,
it was real shit. And it was love, man. I mean, I'm not Cigar Mike, but even just me being StickMan, people not even knowing who I am, but they said, that's what's so beautiful about this culture. They said, come on in, brother. Oh, yeah. They welcomed me in, and I appreciate it.
And my man, on Monday, he rocked the mic with me. Big shout out. I asked him for a special favor, and I was like, bro, will you get up here and rock this for me? And he was like, I got you. Ed Lover got on the mic and did Rapper's Delight, but Ed came out like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you know what I'm saying? A great guy, him, Drew Bell, Patrick. Big shouts out to Big Phil, Ferrari Phil, stepped in. Motivation Mondays guys, Dre, Ron, Nate.
Y'all listening to this?
Everybody, man.
Is everybody listening to this? This is crazy.
The
list goes on and on.
Yeah, so another huge shout out to my buddy Rob Loud, Besado Tequila came through. They were part of Tuesday night. We also had R&R Cigars, Deuce's Cigar Brand in the building, Kevin Brown, Conscious Cigars out of Tampa, Florida, along with the Maduro Marauders. They were there. Always Big Ben, Don Kiki Cigars, K by Karen Berger. Again, supported super big. Appreciate you, brother. Man, like I said, it was so many people,
yeah.
you know, that that stepped in and did, just whatever they could. Oh man, the guy who curses me out every week, Don Williams, AJ Fernandez Cigars, the big old Oscar, GTO Cigars. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you for everything that you did, man. And man, I hope I didn't forget anybody. If I did, I sincerely apologize. It's been a lot, but
this
thank
man
you all.
Has slept since last week, so forgive him for forgetting somebody.
I'm good. I'm forget. God's still working on me.
That's
still
right.
working on me.
That's right. None of us are perfect.
But if I got, like I said, anybody, you have my sincerest apologies. Everybody was noticed. So thank you all. So yeah, it's been a real movement. It's been a supreme blessing. I'm glad to be able to reach so many people. Alejandro from Caldwell Cigars, they were in town like right before the COVID hit, and him, Robert Caldwell, they were like, Mike, just tell us what we can do. Like, we got your back.
Tell us what to do.
We're in. I made a phone call. Hey, bro, it's on the way. Alex from La Rosa de Santiago Cigars. I called Alex. I said, bro, I need a favor. And he was like, just tell me what you need so I can send it to you. So like I said,
the love was everywhere, man.
Everywhere.
And the blessings, that's awesome, man.
Everywhere. Also, shout out to Ben and the whole team at Davidoff. Ben, the Davidoff store in Atlanta, but also Davidoff Corporate. Alberto, appreciate you guys. I appreciate what you guys did for me. We did a Davidoff event on Friday, and they were very supportive of that.
I saw that.
So we super appreciate that. Like I said, man, I feel like, and I said this before, I feel like somebody when they win a Grammy and they're trying to remember, like, I don't want to forget,
You don't want to leave anybody out, because so many people played an important part, and it all coming together.
And my mom and my daughter, like, they would just call and be like, you all right? Yeah. You eat? I think so. Eat. And they would hang up because they knew I was running.
They know how hard you were going.
Yeah, and I mean, you can't ask for more than that.
That's beautiful.
So they were like,
no matter how old you get, mom, you still mama's baby. You know that.
Still mama's baby. And I guess I'm my daughter's baby too, because she treat me like a kid. Dad, did you do this? Dad, did you go to?
Daddy sticks around.
Did you go to sleep? You need to go to sleep, Dad. You didn't get no rest, Dad. But I love her to death. You know what I'm saying? So,
That's awesome.
That, thank God.
That's what it's all about.
I went through some stuff that
That's what it's all about. Yes, I do know. It's all about that. So, hey, thank you, man.
I appreciate you, bro.
Thank you. StickMan, Cigar Mike.
Stick with him.
The Atlanta Cigar Experience 2021. Look out for it.
Yes, indeed.
Right. And look out for future events on the StickMan blog. Subscribe to us at stickman.blog. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook at the StickMan blog, and our YouTube channel, the StickMan blog.
Oh, and before I get killed, Jay, Uncle Lear, Team UN, they stepped in.
Oh, Uncle Lear, yeah.
Oh, man.
Can't forget them.
We like the way Uncle Lear does things.
Yes, we do.
Yo, Uncle Lear, Jay, everybody, Fawn, Victoria, that whole team, we appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? You played a big part in what I was able to produce last week. So thank you.
Thank you. Until next time, puff, sip, chat, repeat. StickMan #1, I'm out. Peace.
That part.